7:32 right now. Donald Trump wrapped up the Republican National Convention with the longest speech in convention history.
Yeah, 93 minutes to be exact, which started out strong, then defaulted into that typical Trump rally kind of speech. Fairleigh Dickinson University political professor Dan Cassino joining us this morning to recap what we saw last night, the impact that this will have on Mr. Trump's campaign. So Dan, great to see you this morning.
Good morning.
93 minutes, right? And when you look at it in its totality, one of the longest in convention history. But when you look at it, when you were saying it's actually a 45-minute speech on paper, and it was a lot of just Mr. Trump ad-libbing along the way. What did you make of the speech?
Yeah, so the first 15 minutes were very strong. This is actually what Republicans were looking for from Trump, to talk about the assassination attempt and to use that to try and reframe it. A kinder, gentler Trump talking about bringing the country together. And then I think former President Trump saw this wasn't getting the crowd excited. So he started bringing the other stuff, bringing out the other things that he thought would get them excited, talking about, Nancy Pelosi, calling her crazy Nancy Pelosi, talking about how immigration was out of control and immigrants were taking 107% of the jobs in America. And really, once he goes off script, he started to lose people. And actually, we saw some people during the speech by the end. Some people in the alternate area were sleeping during the speech. And I've been watching these speeches since I was a little kid, like 1988 RNC. And this is the first time I've seen during the acceptance speech that people weren't on their feet during the whole thing.
It was late.
Yeah.
It was
really
very
late. It was very late. But you mentioned the first 15 minutes. He seemed very reserved. He showed kind of a softer side to himself. You saw him walking over to the firefighter uniform of the former chief, Corey Compatore, who passed away, who died in that attempted assassination attempt. Do you think seeing that side of him helped at all?
What's remarkable about this is generally we'd expect that assassination attempt to get a presidential candidate, this would be the only story we're talking about for weeks. And it's already kind of been overshadowed, right? That this is, former President Trump is not really taking full advantage of this because I don't think he's constitutionally capable of doing this. This is what we saw last night, is that former President Trump is going to Trump. He's going to do what he does, and it doesn't matter what the demands of the campaign are, he's going to keep on doing it. And what's bizarre is it seems like we've got two candidates that, despite their best efforts, one of them is going to win. Like, neither of these people really seem to be on top and doing what the job is demanding of them, but we're going to elect one of them, apparently.
Yeah, and people are zeroing in the fact that the jacket had a misspelling of the firefighter's name on the back of it last night as well. On the issues, right, rhetoric aside, on the issues, did he make any new points from what we typically hear along the campaign trail?
No. So this rehash. Actually, this all seems very much the same issues we were hearing about in 2020. Yeah. So it's about immigration. It's about cutting taxes. The only new thing we got, and he's talked before on the campaign trail, is the idea of cutting taxes on all tips, which is, if you talk to people who do tax theory, this is bizarre, because it turns out I will now go to my employer and say, I don't want any salary anymore. I think I should be paid entirely in tips. And now suddenly I don't pay any taxes. No one's quite sure exactly how this works in practice, but this is, former President Trump sees this way to reach out to lower wage workers, especially in Nevada. He also has talked quite a bit, focused in this campaign, quite a bit more on Hispanic and African Americans, trying to reach out to them. Although it's almost in a muddled way, saying that immigrants are taking your jobs. And it's like, what do you mean by a black job? What is that supposed to mean? But these are attempts to reach out beyond his normal base.
What do you make, though, of having someone like Hulk Hogan? You see Kid Rock. I mean, it was like a rock concert last night. What do you make of that? And do you think that they're trying to appeal to the younger voter and also trying to show the future of the Republican Party?
I'm not sure Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan are how you reach out to younger voters.
But there's that rock atmosphere.
If you're watching WrestleMania 3, then this is probably exciting for you. But this is actually very similar to a WWE. Former President Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
He came out with the lights.
Yeah. Exactly.
Trump ball and lights.
Yeah. So this is what it looked like. This is the vibe I think he was going for. We had Fabio outside in the convention. So this is very much rehashing. Bring all these older celebrities back. And for former President Trump's base, these are people that they know, they recognize. I'm not sure it's reaching any young people, and I'm not sure any young people were watching this speech, at 11 o'clock last night.
But then you see some of those influencers that he had earlier in the convention.
Right, and they're not in the prime time part of it, right? And so, but they are trying to show, yes, we are hip. There are people who are with us. The Democrats have an edge on that, certainly, and have for some time.
So Melania Trump made a rare appearance last night. Many people are saying, where was she along the campaign trail? She had that letter that came out right after the assassination attempt against the former president. He referenced that letter last night during the speech. What'd you make of her appearance, the letter, and their interaction, really, when you look at it?
There's a phrase I've had to use when talking about this, which is unprecedented but not unexpected. It is unprecedented that the nominee's wife would not be out on the campaign trail campaigning for him all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if Michelle Obama just stopped showing up at the campaign trail, or Jill Biden did, we would be talking to us like, oh my gosh, what's happening? So it's unprecedented, but it's not unsurprising, right? We know that she does not seem to be terribly enthusiastic about this prospect. She didn't seem enthusiastic during the 2020 election. She didn't seem very enthusiastic about being first lady for a lot of it.
Yeah.
So she doesn't, she's not campaigning, but this also, no one thinks this is some great love affair for the ages, so we're not terribly surprised by it.
Yeah, but the fact that she didn't speak either, do you think that will hurt him?
No, I don't think it hurts. Again, this is all built in. Look, it's the same thing when former President Trump says a lot of things that just are not true during the speech. We've already priced it into Trump. This isn't surprising because this is what we expect. This is what you're going to get. If you don't like that about Trump, you didn't like it in 2016 or 2020 either.
Yeah, it is what it is at this point. Dan Cassino, always good to have you here.